that's what we're up against. It's like, right, you've got your bed, a jumper, food, water. You've got everything that you need ready to go. Come on, let's do this. Welcome back to Dave and Audrey Does Outdoors. You're just sitting there. We're just doing a little local overnighter. It started to rain about an hour ago. Clouds are really low. It's due to get heavier and heavier, so it's going to be a little bit of a wet one. So I've got my waterproofs. We're going to just park in the town of Falkland, and then they've started to charge for parking in a variety of places, so we're just going to walk from the town up. I know roughly the woods that we're going to stop in. There should be enough small wood to get the bush box twig stove running for tea. Usual bits and pieces for tea. Looking forward to that. Got my frying pan, some rice, some vegetarian stuff and some bacon, other wee bits and pieces which will be nice. She's got plenty of food as well, and I've got a new coffee AeroPress which I've been fancying for ages. I've never used it. When I say new, it was second hand off eBay, but it's never been used, so looking forward to giving that a wee whirl. So I've got some coffee, try that out. So I'll probably just bring you back, do a little bit of footage on the path on the way up, but because of the volume of water that's expected, we've got the new tent as well tonight. We've got the Stratosphere 1 by Tarptent. So again, a really good trial of that in the rain. It's a two trekking pole, single person, but with two big vestibules. I was thinking about just using gas and cooking in the vestibule. I could still do that because I've actually got enough gas in the stove. So we'll see how we get on. It's proper raining. So it's going to be waterproof trousers, waterproof layer on, soaked through, dry stuff to change into, got my Kindle. So a bit of a later tea, earlier night. It's going to rain all the way up until about, I think, 11 till night. So anyway, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for taking the time. Please hit the subscribe button, give it a wee thumbs up, leave a comment if you haven't already, and yeah, sit back and enjoy the next half hour or so. That's good. Since the last time I've up, they've kind of shored up the side bit, and they've opened this up. This was kind of all sort of boarded off, so it's nice going round that way and then up. Oh, I mean, how special is that? Look at this, like, hanging leaf, like. Walk right around the. That's going to put a bit of drainage in here as well. Oh, nice. Right, in between rain showers, still not eating. It's almost 6, so we're going to be getting hangered yet. Haven't even got the tent up yet. There's been quite a lot of flies. The wind's picking up a little bit, but I think this is going to do. Big curlew's kind of a wee bit distressed. Not sure if they've got a wee nest down there. Right, tent up before the rain. We're going to cook with gas tonight. Didn't bring my gas wind protector either, so I'll work something out. Skylark, that's it. Beautiful. Doesn't take long, even though I'm not that used to it. So two trekking pole Stratifier. I've done a bit of a review. I'm just going to get her bed, get her warmed up a little bit, get the ground sheet sorted out. Just going to get the place a bit more sorted, and I can cook. I can just sort of half vestibule, half out. I'm going to get a jumper on. The minute you stop, and it's almost July, so we're still in the summer, but you can see by the weather, and you can see the kind of, it's going to be a kind of wet, pretty miserable for some, heaven for others. So I think the rain's going to come on. Like, I'm going to get my rucksack kind of, just get a bit settled, get a bit sorted, get a jumper on. I'm getting not a bad little bit of protection just tucked underneath the tent, like. Keep the camera out of the rain a little bit. It seems to be sort of, I don't know, I'm just going to put the cooker there. We're just having some leftover Simon Howe veg pack with some leftover Simon Howe smoked diced bacon. She's got some nice stuff. Tin of the brew, and my Mexican spicy rice. So let's get I've got a spare can of gas as well. So I've got my trusty, what was I going to say, GoPro, my trusty Pocket Rocket, MSR Pocket Rocket 2, great stove, never let me down, with the MSR legs for extra stability, my old frying pan, which is just an old wrecked thing, but it goes in fire, it just is fine. Got a double biscuit. This is Baines. Baines is another really good Fife baker, so big shout out to Baines the baker. Right, frying pan on, got a bit of olive oil, got a wee bit of sauce. Cook the meat first, then boil some water, let the rice soak, and just pull it all together. Standard fare, olive oil. I've got my little this is a cheap little fridge bag, keeps the kind of the food a little bit cooler. So nice on a night like tonight. No one's out tonight. It's been forecast rain all week on the Friday, so perfect. Right, frying pan on. Let's get eating. She's settling. She's getting warm now. Like. Right, we're just going to give the rice a quick heat through and then just tip the meat into the rice. She'll get her tea after me. I've made up the wee Thermarest little mat chair, which again is really good, comfortable to eat on, gets you off the ground. Looking forward to trying this AeroPress coffee maker out. It's supposed to be good stuff, so I've got my pour over just in case. Right, that's looking mainly vegetarian with a bit of proper bacon. So, got my glove on just to hold that. It's nice and hot. Bacon. vegetarian black pudding by Simon Howes, off the chart. Oh. So you've got your simple AeroPress, which is really quite tight fitting vacuum, it's almost a vacuum seal, and that's where you're pressurising the coffee. That's like in a rubber, and then you've got the filter at the bottom. So all you do is you put a small little filter in the rack. It's very thin, and then put that on. Lock that in place, so that becomes your filter. Put coffee in here, not much, it comes with a couple of little spoons and stuff. I didn't bring any, it doesn't take much coffee. I think they come with a kind of wee filter carrying thing, but mine didn't have it, that's why I got it cheaper off eBay. Seems to have dripped all the way through without pushing it through. Not impressed. Within a couple of minutes, the weather just like totally drops. Look at that. Can you see? It's just totally coming in. I'm going to do the toilet and get in. That's the rain's just going to come pelting down. I just wanted to say, I got a little bit upset on the last video when I was down at the beach. Just a little bit overwhelmed. I think sometimes when I'm kind of when I've got that space and time to sometimes connect with some of that difficult stuff. There's been quite a lot of friends that we've lost, and like I said, one of my videos, Ross, that we're doing a big search. I think it's the week. Oh, that's Louis phoning. Yeah, Kat's Insta's Catriona Fraser Art, and so it's Scottish pet portrait and fine artist, canine, equestrian and wildlife and more. Amazing stuff. But that's the right guys, that's about, I don't know, 9:30ish. Quite, I don't know if you're picking up that, it's windy. Tent feels really stable, but the zips are, I might need to tape up the zips, not tonight, I don't have any tape, but they're annoying in the wind, I can hear them, so. But the tent feels really stable, considering it's got two trekking poles and sort of. She's tucked up, and I'm about to put my coat over her. I'm glad that I brought my hat and some layers. It's actually been quite cold tonight, believe it or not. I mean, we're almost in July, but it's been really warm recently and the weather's kind of broken, so even in the summer it can still be cold in Scotland, you know, so. But listen, I'm going to just sign out there. I did some reading, I might do a little bit more reading just now, and get some sleep, get up in the morning, have a coffee, get down the road, so. Alright, thanks again for joining me tonight. Nothing too much, nothing too exciting tonight, just a nice, that meal was superb by the way, and just a quiet one in the tent really. It's been nice. I'm going out for a look at this. This is like, that's what we're up against. It's like, don't get me wrong, I think it's holding up, but the volume level's unreal. So I'm going to nip out, just check the pegs and stuff. It's like, feels like 30 plus. Wanted to test the tent out, but that's like, oh, let me switch this light down a bit. Jeez, that's such a good light, man. Just hide that one, like, that's better. I wanted to give the new tent a test, but that's like, that's bananas out there. I think 30 gusts of 40, so 4-season tent. I mean, it's noisy AF, like, I don't know what time it is, I think it's about 4, there's almost a little bit of sunrise, or some sort of sunrise across, right on the horizon across there, so it must be about 4 o'clock, a quick check, where's my phone, no, it's 2:30 AM. That's like, that's not funny, that's quite boring. I think she's sound, she's nice and cosy, she's tucked in there, so, right, just knuckle down, try and get a few more hours in. The tent's solid, I'm amazed, it's absolutely solid, but brutal. Morning.
You won't hear what that 25, 30, that's been relentless since about 10 last night. No rain. It just kind of comes in big. Great test for the tent. Really noisy though. That's probably one of my purest nights in the tent over the last few years, so it shows you how bad it is. Comfy, cosy, dry, but the volume of that is just like unreal. But the pegs, everything solid, so there's some positives there, but it's only 6:45. I'm not in a rush to get home, so I'm just going to stay cosy for a while and then just have a coffee and pack up. You can see how the wind was coming right down this way last night, and just bowing on that. We can picking that up, but didn't move. It was noisy, but still really windy. Impressed with the tent though, really good tester. When I got up last night, I almost got knocked off my feet when I was checking the pegs and stuff. So it shows you the level of wind. I mean, it's almost July, Scotland, and it's cold, so you just get, even in the summer, it's not shorts and t-shirts, and you have to be pretty careful, That's nice, that's nice and strong. Little Audrey's so used to going away with me now, she just sits and chills in her bed like. Right. Oh, I love spending time with this little one out in the wilderness, out in the winds and the wilds. Oh. She did amazing last night, honestly. She's such a good little girl. Aren't you? She is such a... Right, that's us packed up. I'll give you a wee view. So yeah, I'll do a little bit of footage on the way down, not much. I think we've kind of done enough. Battery's getting a bit low, but we'll do some. It's a really nice little walk, so apologies for all the wind noise last night. Crazy winds, but as you can see, it's starting to clear up now. What a nice walk down, leaving no trace, little bit of flat grass. This is where the wind was like, it comes right up the kind of valley, and then because we're perched on this kind of hill here, I wasn't expecting that last night, but the tent, really impressed with the tent, the Stratosphere one. my tarp tent held up really well. Right, I'm just going to get her clipped on. There's a few sheep down there, but thanks again for tuning in, everyone. Appreciate everyone's support. I forgot to say we're doing a big search for my missing mate Ross the weekend about the 6th of August. I think I was saying it last night, the phone rang, Louis phoned for an update, a catch up. So if anyone's watching, we're going up to Blair Athol. I think it's the weekend of the 5th and the 6th. Hopefully get maybe 40 or 50 people I put onto the hill. So anyway, there's a Ross Kinghorn Facebook page if you're interested. So listen, I will see you all on the next trip. Remember, give it a thumbs up, sub if you've not. From me and Audrey, we'll sign out. See you in the next trip. Take care, everyone. This is the Temple of Contemplation. So again, just built by a really wealthy family, but it had lots of marble statues, very Roman. All the pillars, but just like a little sort of summer house, you know, to enjoy some of that view.